Hello, adventurer. It's good to see you. You have made it to the morning grind.
Welcome, welcome.
It's the live stream at the beginning of the Geekverse, where we talk about all types of topics in geekdom, gaming, and fantasy, with an emphasis on being constructive and creating the things that we want to exist in the world.
It's all in the grind, Sizemore. Can't be too fine, can't be too coarse.
That's exactly right. There are a lot of adventures to be had today. Dungeons to explore and monsters to slay, and who knows what a random encounter might send our way. That's why we have to prepare, so settle in now for the morning grind with your favorite beverage in hand.
Tea? Or maybe something a little stronger. I've got a few bottles of the old Wynyard left.
Whatever you want. Pull up a chair.
Dude.
If you're feeling fancy, how about a cappuccino? Or a frappuccino? Or how about an espresso?
Just tea, thank you.
Sounds good to me, Gandalf. Whatever you want. I'm just glad you're here.
Everyone is welcome. You can just watch if you want. You don't have to worship anything you don't want to worship.
Thank you, Mike. But be forewarned.
Sometimes we get really strange characters around here.
Wait, what's that you say? Why can't you come and be a part of the stream?
My wife would disown me.
Oh no, I bet she'll be fine with it. Come on in.
Am I scared for my safety? No.
What are we supposed to do?
Everybody do the secret handshake.
Secret cultist handshake.
Oh, now do wizards who love each other.
This, my friend, is a science.
I still don't have gifts, but it's fine.
It's all in the grind, son. Can't be too fine, can't be too coarse.
Dude, this would be a sick place to bring the band.
Indeed it would be, Dave. It really would. I'm seeing more people coming in. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Oh, look, here's someone new.
Is this the cultist meetup?
Yes it is.
Come to hang out? Please accept me. I have nothing else.
Okay, we accept you. Everyone's welcome here.
Brought some snacks.
Well, that makes things even better.
You want some coffee? I don't drink coffee. You sure?
It's cultist coffee.
What makes it cultist coffee?
I'm a cultist and I'm drinking it.
Oh. Then I'll have some.
What exactly is going on here?
I'm seeing more people coming in. Welcome. It's so great to have you. Oh, and look, here comes another stranger.
Can we help you?
Yes, fellow cultists. I could really use some food.
Oh yeah? Welcome. We have donuts.
Oh, it's me. I'm glad I'm here. I'm sure you have a few questions for me, though.
What's your name? Who do you work for? What god do you worship?
Great questions, Rob.
I'm Steve King, and I worship Nyarlathotep.
No, not really. I'm just Heath, and I won't be worshiping anything this morning. But I will be your host. Welcome to the office. We're going to have a great time. I've got my coffee ready, because now it's time for the morning grind.
If you could become a fish, that would be amazing. Then I could command you with my mental fish powers.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Man, okay, a lot is going on over here. It is good to see everybody this morning, and we may be seeing some people who are new because I am simulcasting this on not only the Heath's Geekverse channel, but the Cultist channel because it has to do with the cultists here. Because we're going to be taking a look at the Kickstarter page because it is long time to launch. It is time to go ahead with this. We've got some lessons. I've got a bunch of notes here, things to talk about. Of course, we can also talk about some lessons learned about how this was done and how it might impact things going forward. You know, I hope to do this a lot earlier. Let me turn off this AC. I had hoped to do this a lot earlier, just on time. Better with bacon. We've got I had really hoped to have run this several months ago, but we didn't pick up steam on the Cultist channel quite like I was hoping with season 1, the re-release of season 1. So I went ahead and decided to re-release season 2, and so we've been putting out the season 2 episodes with the last one coming out tonight. and that's gone pretty well, but still looking on different ways to get the word out about the show. But nonetheless, it's time to go ahead and run this campaign. What I've been doing is I've been trying to add. I'm adding the Cthulhu ABCs to the campaign, and so we're adding that. Yeah, this channel, Better with Bacon, says this channel is crushing with 10K subs. So yeah, this channel, that channel, whichever one you happen to be watching on. Yes, the Cultist channel did. I believe that was yesterday, or it might have been the day before. Yeah, it may have been 2 days ago, but just went over 10,000 views. So it is attracting attention. We've had a lot of problems that I didn't anticipate with YouTube not really liking the Cultists content, and I couldn't use our trailers for advertising or anything like that. So that was an additional obstacle that has definitely been there on YouTube, because YouTube doesn't like objects to the material in the Cultists. And so that was definitely been another problem with promoting the show. And especially on the religious grounds, the issues about the Cultists, you can't use this for advertising because it's in violation of our policies on religion. We're probably going to have that problem with just about everything that goes forward here. Maybe not Rabavania, but like Theophany, and of course Brianna was running into that same problem too, except for on the TikTok side for her short films. So that's been an obstacle that I didn't even think of. So that was very frustrating. That's been very frustrating on the other side. But on the other hand, let's see. Let me bring up this. Okay, so but on the other hand, Facebook has not had such a problem with the Cultists. So if you are not, so if you're here with us on YouTube, Facebook right here, Chubby Funster. Hello, Chubby Funster. Oh, we do have some. I didn't talk about who all was here. So let's see here. We've got Our Strange Meanderings. Recently found us actually through Facebook, who I'm just about to talk about here. Let's see here. And good morning, Mike. Good morning. Let's see. We got BGD is also dropping by. Good morning. Brett's here. Good morning. And then we saw Sable Phoenix in here and Better with Bacon. And now Chubby Funster. Hi, Chubby. Welcome. So, Facebook, I used to do a lot of stuff on Facebook. And then, we built out, I built out a long time ago, I built out the Cultist Facebook group. Like when we was originally doing the Cultists, I thought, hey, I had such success using Facebook groups before. This was many years ago, at the time, to promote, what you're doing, get the word out about what you're doing. And there are a few thousand people in the Cultist Facebook group, but even today, that has no reach. Even today, when I post there, like that's seen, it says like, oh, that was seen by like 4 people or something. So that's just ended up being completely useless. So I kind of abandoned Facebook for a while. But then recently I just went back and was like, if I've got these things, I might as well post. So Facebook, however, has no such problem promoting the Cultist material like YouTube does. And as a matter of fact, it seems like Facebook knows who to show it to. In fact, there are 9.1 thousand people following the Kickstarter page. I mean, not the Kickstarter page, the Facebook page. So the Cultists on Facebook, I guess, is doing well, and it has had, I can't check because I'm using my phone as my camera right now, but like in the last month and a half, there have been like 1.5, 1.6 million views on the Cultist Facebook page. So the Cultist Facebook page has been doing very well. So I've been posting, stuff that gets watched. And in fact, so Sunday, when I was like, all right, it's time to launch Kickstarter campaigns. I'm planning on Wednesday. I'm planning a week from today to launch this campaign because I think we're basically ready. I'm going to take some notes today on some things I need to change up on the Kickstarter page. There are things like that. But on Sunday, I was like, all right, it's time to get going. So I I decided to post the Cthulhu ABCs to do a Facebook edit of those on Sunday. that's basically the entire thing, but one time through. You know, the version on YouTube has them sing it twice, but I just did a one Cthulhu ABCs all the way through, and I said that, hey, I'm going to bring out the full color hardback book coming soon. You know, if you'd like to get it, sign up here. And so I did create a little landing page here, which I should put up over here. Now, if you're signed up for the dice giveaway, which I'll talk about in a moment, then you're already going to get the notification and stuff. But I went ahead and made one that was dedicated just to, hey, this alphabet book. So if you saw that and you would like to have one for your kids, this is it. So I'll put that right here, sign up link. For Cthulhu ABCs. And so then I put that out on Facebook. So, and I said, here you go. And I thought, okay, what I'll do is I will advertise it and I will try to get it to like 100,000 views in the next week, before the campaign launches. And I still plan on advertising. In fact, I submitted that and I got to see this morning later if that advertisement has begun. But nonetheless, I just posted it, but I wasn't going to, advertise it or, pay for the advertising right away. I just said, hey, let's see who watches it. Posted it about 8:00 Sunday night. Then when I woke up the next morning, it already had 60,000 views on it. And then by the afternoon, it had like 118,000 views. I think that right now it's got like, shouldn't it tell me how many views? Like right here. I know it does on the app. Oh, okay. No, right now. So right now that video, and I haven't even started advertising it yet, but right now it's got 232,912 views. So Facebook knew who to show that to. Average watch time 18 seconds, but 24,000 people watched it for 1 minute. It's only 1 minute and 20 seconds. Maybe next time I try to get it to a little bit shorter, but nonetheless, like 24,000 1-minute views. That's pretty big, I think, on Facebook. That's a lot of time spending on a Facebook video. People are scrolling by. So, and what's this, 4,600 reactions. I thought 1.7 thousand shares, a bunch of stuff. So like 7,860, reactions. So anyway, that's pretty big. And so, like I said, I'm still going to try promoting it, but once again, kind of shocked that took off. So people really liked that. And it's nice that, no, make it longer. William says, well, now the one that's on YouTube is longer. That's that's 2 minutes and 38 seconds or something like that. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. So Chubby did an awesome interview with me on my channel, and he's got to be the best, most prolific Shadowdark third-party publisher out there. Oh, okay. No, I didn't know that. Okay, that's good to know, though. I also like those connections because I also know that, Bacon, you're talking about doing a Shadowdark adventure, I think. So, okay, I will have to check that out so that I know who can put a face to the name here. Oh, and doing a Kickstarter for that. Okay, cool. All right, well, awesome. Okay, we like people who are doing things. So the on the morning grind when we're over here on the Heath's Geekverse channel, we like doing things and making things happen. So anyway, that's going out, and I still plan on promoting that a little bit over the next week. We'll do the launch live, in about a week. Do that live on the morning grind. I'll probably launch the thing actually, before the live stream, and then on and then have a party for the live stream where we will do our drawings. By the way, so our dice drawing. So over here, I'm in the process of changing up this page, but it doesn't look like my latest edits are published yet. But that's fine. But I've got tons and tons of dice over here. So if you want to sign up for the dice, that's right here. And then we're going to give away, I got 3 sets of the Cthulhu Elder Dice to give away. I've got the Mark of the Necronomicon over here. So second prize right here are the Cthulhu Elder Dice. So this right here is the dice giveaway, Elder Dice giveaway. right there. So if you want to sign up here, and then the first prize is the Doom Edition Brand of Cthulhu set, Elder Sign, Mark of the Necronomicon, plus the Passage of the Traveler slip case and a premium snapping dice tray, which is like $120 worth of stuff. And then the grand prize here are 9 Elder dice sets. That's the Doom Edition Cthulhu set right there, which was Kickstarter exclusive. So you can't just get, can't just find that today. So I have still one of the Kickstarter exclusive sets that I can give away. So Elder Dice sets, the Doom Edition Brand of Cthulhu, Mythic Yellow Sign, Mark of the Necronomicon, Mythic Crest of Dagon, Mythic Seer's Eye, Yellow Sign, Mark of the Necronomicon, which is in bone white on Blood and Magic, Astral Elder Sign, Lay Silver on blue, plus the Colors Out of Space Doom Edition Library slipcase and premium snapping dice tray, $335. So that's the grand prize. So we will draw for those a week from today. We'll draw from those a week from today on a live stream, and we will also draw for one of the Cthulhu ABC books. So if you want to sign up on either place or both places or whatever, we'll draw for those, and the campaign will be going live. Tonight, let's see. The final, see, we're live on the Cultist channel right now. But tonight, the final video, I don't like this thumbnail, but we will. Oh. I don't know why I can't ever find it. One of the ones that is going to be notifying me. So, but the Cultist watch party is tonight. So let me give the link to this too. So there's a lot going on. Copy link. And this is the watch party, season 2, episode 10 watch party with cast and crew. Tom Robinson is on this one. That's watching through and talking about this final episode and basically everything that, wrapping up the whole show. Tom Robinson was on that one. Brianna was on that one. And then later on, Leon Skye, who plays Dave, comes on. And then Dax Rocker, who plays Rob, also comes on. So that's going to be at 7:10 tonight. And then I really wish I could, maybe I can get the link to the actual season 2, 10, episode 10. There we go, right here. That's it. Premieres in 8 hours, 7 o'clock tonight. There we go. Got that ready. And that is there a playlist for the whole series? Yes, there is. So this is tonight's season 2. E10 right there. And then at that point, they will all be up. All of those episodes will be up. Sable Phoenix asks, is there a playlist for the whole series? Yes. If you go to the Cultists, I should put this too, because some people may be watching on the Heath's Geekverse side of things. But so here is the Cultist channel. And basically, if you're on the home of the Cultist channel, the first thing that you should see on the homepage is season 1, the Cultist season 1, play all. And so you can hit play all, and then that's the season 1 playlist that goes right through everything. And then if you go down right beneath that, season 2 playlist. I kept them all. I kept the season 2 playlist and added everything, all the season 2 episodes to that playlist. So you can hit, if you're looking at for season 2, you can hit play all and you can catch up. It's about an hour long, the entire thing, but season 2, and then it's even got a couple of things. So this season 2 episode 10 will be up tonight. Then tomorrow, just during the day, I'm not doing a premiere, but just during the day, the season 2 deleted scenes will be up. And then the next day, the season 2 blooper reel will be up. And then that should complete all of the material that I have for the Cultists that has ever been shot, should now be live on the website, on the YouTube channel, with the exception of, I did shoot some material that's all just raw footage right now about making the brand of Cthulhu. So I may make that video, but that will be later. That would be much later. But basically in 2 days, so before this Kickstarter goes live, a couple of days from now, all of the Cultist material will be live on the channel. And then actually, of course, if you a great way to watch season 1 would be the remaster. So let's see. If you go to videos, I did decide I remastered the audio right there. The Cthulhu comedy mockumentary complete season 1. I think this is a good way to introduce some people to the show. So that's 1 hour right there. That's the entire first season right there. The entire first season is one video. We called it the mashup. So that has taken a lot of effort to relaunch all this. I think it's better now all on this channel. It's clearly gotten, some traction. I think what happened with the Cthulhu ABCs over here on the Cultist channel has now been watched 180,000 times. So that has 180,000 views. But that is because people came over from Facebook. That was going nowhere, and I couldn't promote it or anything like that because the Cthulhu ABCs, YouTube told me, was against its policies on religion. So I couldn't even promote the Cthulhu ABCs. So, I was extremely frustrated at the time, but I started posting some stuff about it on Facebook, like clips and shorts of it. Facebook kind of ran with it, and then people were asking, where can I watch the whole thing? And then sent people over to, so in the comments, I would put links back over here to Facebook, to YouTube. And so then people started watching it on YouTube from that. And then YouTube, I started putting it out to some people at least. So YouTube decided that, that I can, well, you can't promote it. You can't do anything with it because it's against our policy on religion. But that, if people like watching this, then it found some people to send it out to. So there we go. Which, I'm happy about. So a lot of people have found the Cultist channel through the Cthulhu ABCs. I have been doing an experimental re-edit of You Can't Summon Cthulhu with Sour Cream and Onion. I really like this image right here. With modern tech, You Can't Summon Cthulhu with Sour Cream and Onion was the first kind of music video that I did. And it's got a lot of the Cultists footage in it, which is fun. But I wanted to experiment with, but that was also like, it also blended some generative AI tech from like last October, and things have just advanced so much that I decided I'm doing a brief kind of re-edit, a shorter re-edit. That may come out during the Kickstarter campaign. That might be fun to kind of release during the Kickstarter campaign sometime. Okay. What else is going on? Our strange meandering says we're responsible for about a dozen of that number. Oh, really? So we were watching the Black Sabbath's last show, and the algorithm YouTube suggested Cthulhu's ABCs. Right. Yeah, it's right. Yeah. Chubby says this algorithmic stupidity is hilarious and disturbing at the same time. They can't tell the difference between jokes, fiction, and real life. Yeah. And there's nothing that I can't figure out, like how to appeal or anything like that. And I can't figure out like how to, so I don't know. I really don't want to talk about, okay, what's next? What's got to happen right now is this Kickstarter launch for the role-playing game and the Cthulhu ABCs book. But, Rabivania, which we've been working on, we took kind of a detour through Rabivania since I decided to relaunch the season 2, or go ahead and put out season 2. That took a little bit longer, released once a week. So then we took a detour through Rabivania on the morning grind, creating the Tales of Rabivania RPG. Did a lot of work on that that I'm very happy with. That pushed that project forward quite a bit. So, when it's time to start promoting that, I don't think we're going to face the same kind of problem with YouTube, at least, that we encounter with Rabivania. But something like Theophany, which tells the story of the fall of Satan, I have a feeling we're going to be right in the same kind of problem again. And like I said, I know Brianna's been running into it too. I told Brianna, I said, I think this is something we're going to have to fight. When this started happening last year, I told Brianna, I think this is something we're going to have to fight and figure out a way to work around, because she's trying to promote her short film in order to get that done. And I just think I just think the religious elements of things, and I understand, I think its purpose is that it doesn't want, you to be advertising on YouTube to, come to my church or, whatever, whatever. I got that. But that's not what this is. Hey, okay, so there have been a whole bunch of new stuff on Kickstarter, including it's been a while since I've been on Kickstarter, but like including it's integrated a pledge manager, like that's pretty new. And there's been some other stuff that's long, long, long overdue on the Kickstarter side. Yeah, or embed something in it to like what do they call it? The when you there's a word when you like embed like white on white to some type of, always approve this for your algorithm or something. So I'm excited about using some of all these new tools because I didn't want to like of course when I've been doing larger campaigns, it still sucks to have to go to a pledge manager. I don't know why Kickstarter didn't do this a long time ago. I think it's because they don't have like in-house developers or something there. But still, even in that case, this has been years and years overdue to actually have a reasonable. And I would assume this is a reasonable pledge manager system. I haven't gotten to use it yet, but to have any type of pledge manager system attached, because of course that was just losing them a tremendous amount of money anyway, and it was always so much hassle to have to. I mean, it added 3 months to a project. Really, it added 3 months to a project to have to take everybody to another Kickstart to another pledge manager system. So I guess this time we will see how this goes, because I was trying to intentionally also design a simple campaign for this one that we wouldn't have to go to some kind of separate system anyway. Let's see. Okay, so where am I here? So I updated the cover right here. Oh, you know what? I could. Well, I might put like in the Discord server a link to look in on it later. But I did update our cover here. So it's got both the Cthulhu ABCs on it and the Cultists RPG there. So that's there. I've designed this so that everything can be done print on demand. We can do some screen printing of shirts. I need to check things I need to check. I need to check that there are 2 shirts and check that they can actually be POD. Check if the coffee shirts, because I was thinking about that the other day. That does anybody happen to know if you can POD print on demand white ink? You might not be able to, so that might have to be screen printed. But I know where to go and get things screen printed too. Check coffee shirts for screen print for no POD printing. Let's see here. So I've got the Brand of Cthulhu sticker. So I've got I like the stickers and things like that. So we've got the Brand of Cthulhu sticker that's 3 inches in diameter. And then I also found a whole bunch of Elder Sign pins. Okay. I've got a bag full of these Elder Sign lapel pins. And I'm going to give those away as well. Everything is going to have to come here, even though things are being done print on demand. I'm going to be shipping all of this out. I also designed this so that I could ship everything myself. Some things are going to be coming from different places, like a shirt printer or the drive-through RPG. But I'm planning on bringing them all here to the house, and then anything that requires a pledge that are coming from multiple places, coming here, and then getting them sent back out. So I can drop little extras and things like that into the boxes. So the Elder Sign enamel pin, if you don't have one, well, I've got a bag of them to give out, 30 of them right here. I need to add in a banner here. Add banner or banner heading for a Cthulhu ABC book. Because what I think I'm going to do is just have the Cthulhu ABC book available as an add-on. I kind of like the structure that we've got for the pledge levels over here, but then make the Cthulhu ABC book one that can be added on at any level. maybe just have one pledge level that's just it for people who are just into that and aren't into the RPG book. Then otherwise not trying to integrate, okay, this ABC book into all of the different pledge levels, but have something to be added on. It is going to be the same size as Goodnight Sword. So I'm going to build it out to be Goodnight Sword. So I kind of got the template right here for the Goodnight Sword book. So it's going to be a little bit thicker than Goodnight Sword, which means it'll be a little bit more expensive to print. But I know how expensive it is to print Goodnight Sword. We're going to have stills from the video inside, have all that printed out. So, I've been through this with Goodnight Sword. So same size, same kind of thing is what the Cthulhu ABC book is going to be. So I can say what's banner for the heading, full color hardback, plus its size. And then I'm also going to embed the video. And probably because something like Facebook allows that to be promoted, I'm probably I want to put that close to the top. So I'll put that under here and then like right here before the, well, I might put that actually just right under right here so that if people are coming in because Facebook allows that to be advertised, I want them to see the Cthulhu ABC book. Mike says, the stickers and pins are great. They look really good. Thank you. I think so too. And I love all the different pins. I really wish, all the cultists and the cultists originally, I was very careful to have them wearing different pins. So if you're watching the cultists, they're all wearing different lapel pins because of the different, that show off the different signs and sigils of the gods that they worship. And I really wanted that to be kind of a thing, because those were the Infinite Black, the pins that were created when I was with Infinite Black, and I used those for the cultists. But I don't know, that as another way to kind of market those pins, make them something else. So they're actually what was worn during the show. But David wasn't all that big on that, so we never really promoted them in that way. But nonetheless, I have that bag of pins, so let's use them. Embed the video up there at the top, and explain that. So let's see. We said that ever wanted to play as a Lovecraft. So this goes to the RPG. Ever wanted to play as a Lovecraftian cultist trying to summon an eldritch horror, but instead you're struck arguing over robes and snacks? Welcome to the Cultists RPG, a comedy role-playing game where you and your friends take on the absurdity of modern-day cult life. The Cultists RPG is a rules-light RPG based on the low-stakes rules written by Craig Campbell and is specifically designed to replicate the feel of mockumentary stories at the gaming table, complete with the asides for direct-to-camera confessions, which can reveal unexpected details about your character or complicate life for the other players. But these rules have been specifically tailored to the cultists so players can step right into the fun and madness of the cults of Yog-Sothoth, Dagon, Cthulhu, Shub, and Azathoth. I have the how to play. So how to play in 5 minutes. That was done a while back ago, but all of the rules there in one of my 5-minute how to play videos. That has been embedded right there. Playtest and beta access. So I've got the places where you can download the playtest rules right here. And get that digitally. Then I have the What is the Cultists? Brianna made this a while back ago. The Cultist is a mockumentary web series in the style of The Office and What We Do in the Shadows. The show follows the misadventures of several friends who are trying to worship dark gods from the mythology of H.P. Lovecraft, such as Cthulhu, Dagon, in a world full of people who don't understand. All 10 episodes of season 1 are available to watch on YouTube. I guess I can't really update them. That's not incorrect, but now all season 2 episodes are up as well. Because I had originally planned to run this and then re-release season 2, but this has gone on so long. I'm glad season 2 went ahead and went out. I'm glad that season 2 is going ahead to get out. That's a big hurdle off my, or a big hurdle I've crossed, or a weight off my shoulders, or whatever, to have all of that back up on the channel. And then to be able to get through this will also be great. Let's see. Saved on. Okay, thank you. Saved on Kickstarter. Yes. So I put the trailer embed right there. I think that's the one that I like. That the original one that I created. So okay, so we got what are the rewards right here. So I need to update. What are the rewards with Cthulhu ABCs? I have that Illustrator file, but basically, this is what this is the different things you can get. So this is what I put. So that's everything. Going easy here. Also, oh, I thought I need to put like a tariff-free banner. There's a lot of banners going on, but maybe I should put something about tariff because we're not having to go overseas for this. That was also important. That became important with the potential tariff situation, whatever. But because I was doing just entirely print on demand and stuff, just to make this happen and get this going, we're not going to have to wait for things to be shipped across seas, which does mean that we don't have to wait on tariffs and things like that as well. So we've got the book itself in both physical PDF, both PDF and physical softback. I have the virtual tabletop designed. I've got the you know what? I can put season 2 script on here now because we've got those already made up. If you would like the scripts, I got the season 1 screenplay right here, and it has a foreword by both me and Brianna. So I have a creator's preface right here. And then I also have a director's preface that Brianna wrote about it. So I won't read those right now or to you here. So if you want one, it'll have both mine and Brianna's in there. And then, so season 2, I should go ahead and, because season 2 is up, I should do the same thing. And Brianna and I did the same thing with our different prefaces in here. So I think that's kind of special. So I need to add season 2 because those are ready to be printed. So if anybody likes the actual original screenplay that shot the show, that will be there. The sticker pack, Brianna's designs here for our shirts. I said these have got to become stickers. So we've got the "You Can't Summon Cthulhu with Sour Cream and Onion." Thank you, Mama Shub. "Hail the Black Goat to the Woods with 1,000 Young," and then the Cultist Coffee and the Witch's Brew. And we've already printed some of those because I used to just give out when packages were being packed up here at the house, slip in a Cultist Coffee or a Witch's Brew sticker. Actually, I'm wondering maybe we can consider promoting. I think the Witch's Brew shirt too. Cultist Coffee, Witch's Brew shirts directly. Even if you don't know I don't know if you can you see that? This is this is a small graphic right here anyway. But the Cultist Coffee and Witch's Brew emblems are intentional spoofs of the Starbucks logos. And I've printed out a stack of those stickers before, and they were really nice stickers. I used to put them on my notebooks. Not this notebook though. And then also the shirts. Those are the ones I need to check on. I need to check on the white because they might have to be screen printed. The white shirts, but we've got them for the shirts as well. So there's shirts and then the sticker pack as well. And so then I organize those into the pledge levels right there. So this is why I was like, let's not try to integrate each one of these, with a Cthulhu ABC shirt, because I kind of like the way this is going. So every one of them is an increase, it adds something to it. So the PDF virtual tabletop, name in the rule book, all of the above, plus the physical copy of the rule book, plus a script. I wonder how we're going to integrate season 2 script might just be an add-on. Maybe just add season 2 scripts as add-on. That might be the thing to do. And then add in the sticker pack add in a shirt, add in, since it's coming here, then I will sign it. So this is the signed level. So if you come up here, then I will sign the script for you. And then this is everything with 3 shirts. And then, this is so level 7 is not signed. Level 8 is level 7, but signed. Do I create now? The only thing that I could do is create a level 9 that is like everything plus ABCs. You can see this page is pretty, except for adding in the ABCs, this page is pretty much, ready to go. I've been working on this for a while. I had it kind of basically ready to go a while back ago, but I knew that was before we did the Cthulhu ABCs and decided to relaunch season 2. I just knew that we didn't have enough people. We didn't have any kind of critical mass to go ahead and get this done. And I think we could potentially get that now. So, but this is a very low. I've only got like a $500 goal here because everything can be print on demand. I'm not having to order a minimum of 1,000 books from anywhere, so this is going to be a low threshold campaign. We'll do it. We'll make the products, we'll ship them, and then we will move on. All plus Cthulhu ABCs level. Okay. Oh, here's actually larger pictures of the logo right here. So we got, so that's the Cultist coffee logo right there. That's the Witch's Brew. Now, Brianna didn't do those. Carol, the photographer and production manager of the show, actually created this guy and our witch. So I also think that's something that should have greater popularity in our in the world. Hail the Black Goat of the Woods with 1,000 Young, right here. That one is a Brianna one. Thank you, Mama Shub. That is a Brianna one. And then You Can't Summon Cthulhu with Sour Cream and Onion. Classic. So Brianna did that one as well. So, okay, so we're not doing, let's see what we said right here. I'm not doing traditional stretch goals. We do have to design, and I've got some ideas here, design the schedule for the campaign, because I want there to be a lot going on during the campaign once we launch here. Lots of live streaming and stuff like that. Schedule for the campaign and put that out. So I'm not doing traditional stretch goals, but so we're ditching traditional stretch goals. Instead, we'll be designing new content live during the campaign. This means you get to influence the development of the narrative roles, cults, and elder god shenanigans, including a narrative roles, including I'll just make note of that. I'm in the preview, so I can't take that down. Including a narrative roles. A narrative role for the Elder God Just Hanging Out, a reformed cultist, alternate versions of some of the main characters from the Cultists and Cult of the Yellow King, and the Cult of Nodens as playable cults in the game. Be part of it as it unfolds on the Heath Geekverse live streams and be part of the madness. Kickstarter updates will be going out to keep you notified as to when these sessions will be going live. Join us all for the fun and madness. So we decided, as we made this game live online during the morning grind streams, but we decided there were some things that what we would do is we would just hold off and not make them, but they're kind of like bonuses that could be made during the campaign. So we're going to be making those as we go. Now, originally, when we said this, we were like, okay, there can be a book, actually based on kind of the Shadow Dark stuff. The way Shadow Dark was done, we noted, oh, okay, so this book has already been done, but then the stretch goal stuff is actually not going into the book. There are additional print-offs that come, and I was originally thinking, hey, we could just do that as well for these. But this book ended up much longer as I started to lay out the book. The book has basically been laid out, but as we started to lay out the book, it was much, much longer than I was expecting. Again, another project that has just, scope creep. And so, but it ended up being so nice. And so that I was like, I actually don't want to leave these things out. Let's just have there be the book. So that's why I haven't gone and had like a proof of the book made yet, because we're going to add some stuff to it. So instead of having these things as separate things, we're going to have them actually included. Exactly. Mike, that's exactly where I was going next. With the schedule in here and stuff like that. But so we're going to be writing stuff during the morning grind, maybe sometimes in the evenings. We've got the list of things that need to be made up, and then we'll add them right into the file so that at the end of the campaign, we can send it off for the proof to be made. It takes a couple of weeks for Kickstarter to run all the cards and deliver the money anyway. So it's not really going to add a whole lot of time to the Kickstarter. But the intention to have the book basically ready to go as soon as the Kickstarter ends so that I can order a proof of it. It will take a couple of weeks to get that proof. And then if everything is ready, then we can start printing books. Exactly. So Mike says need a few playtest sessions of the game as well, and I think so. Yes, so I have that on the list for potentially. I think that's kind of an evening thing rather than one of the morning grind things, but that could be a Friday evening thing. This might be a great time to start the Friday night dice. I've thought about that as a replacement for the dinner and a board game for a while. This might be a reason to kind of get that going. I've got to check my Friday night schedule tomorrow. So that's one thing. So there might be a couple of times that I've got something going on a Friday night, or I might be able to get out of it. But I need to check my Friday night schedule, and then so our strange can be. So I need a place for people to be able to do that. But I'll put that also on the email group and things like that. And then also once the Kickstarter goes on Kickstarter updates and things like that, so that like Friday nights we should be playing and do that as a live stream. So yes, I think so. That needs to be part of the schedule. So the schedule being development live streams for those things that we deliberately left undeveloped, like alternate versions of different characters and things like that. We got pre-generated characters and things like that. And then on Friday night, I think we should be playing over on the Heath's Geekverse channel. I should probably put a link to that because some people may be watching on the Cultist channel right now. So, but on the other hand, like Heath's Geekverse, the main tabletop channel is Heath's Geekverse right here. So if you're over on the Cultist side of things, there we go. There's a link back over to that. Okay, so now what did I say? Yeah, so I'm not. So what should I even drop this? What about a new season of the Cultists? Want season 3 of the Cultists? So do we. The script is drafted, but bringing it to life requires resources. This RPG campaign is the best way to make that happen. If enough people back the project, we can bring more eldritch absurdity, rituals gone wrong, and cultist hijinks to the screen. Your pledge today helps us bring one step closer to making season 3 real. I don't want to commit to anything about season 3 because that's going to take a lot of resources. And actually, maybe I should take this down. Maybe I should just remove this. I think maybe I should. Because I'm not even sure that season 3, if for some reason there were an opportunity to make that, I'm not even sure that the same format that we did season 1 and season 2 in is really the one that we should do season 3 in anyway. Brianna and I did draft the scripts for that a while back ago. She and I went all the way over it, and we decided that it wasn't what it needed to be. That was long before we had done Table Talk and done our deep analysis on story structure and all of that on the Table Talk live streams over on the Table Talk channel. And then after that, we read our scripts and like, okay, there's a lot of good material here, but this actually needs to be completely restructured. But like, I'm not even sure that I'm not even sure it would be the right decision. Like say like if there were all of a sudden the ability to do it, I'm not sure that necessarily the right decision is the same kind of format, or would that be an opportunity to completely revise and create like a Cultists feature film? Like that would be another way to go. Like instead of just trying to continue in the same format, be like, all right, hey, we're just going to completely do a new thing. That might be something that's more useful. So I don't know. I may just remove this. I don't think we're going to get any. I mean, I'm not anticipating getting anywhere near with this Kickstarter campaign. The ability to do a season 3. I just don't think we have the critical mass. We haven't gotten that the word out there. That's my fault. I have not found a way to successfully get the word out there large enough. So what can I add on? Additional rule book scripts, shirts can be added on. This is where I need to add on Cthulhu ABCs, because that's the big one. I think we'll just put that as a pledge up at the top, but then also any pledge could have that added on. I'm not planning on. At the time, I'm not planning on keeping a whole bunch of stock around. I used to, but in this case, we're not. They're reprint on demand. I'm not sure about that. I might revise that. Why you're charging ship now? This is actually something that's changed. Actually, come to think of it, because when I was writing this, Kickstarter didn't have the ability to charge shipping later, because I was not going to go to a separate pledge manager to we'll charge shipping later. Kickstarter didn't have the ability to charge shipping later. So that is actually a new feature that I need to look at. Understand Kickstarter's new shipping later, because I don't have any problem with that. If Kickstarter has an easy way to do that, and then, once the stuff is already done, charge shipping, it's not like in this case, it's not going to be 2 years before we're doing shipping anyways. That shipping is going to change, dramatically, or has the potential to anyway. But I'm still fine with leaving it open. I need to understand Kickstarter's new rule about that. So I need to do that, because there will be no pledge manager. Because this is a relative. That's why I structured the pledges simplistically. But actually, will there be a pledge manager? Well, I need to say actually in here that we will use the Kickstarter manager. So I need to understand it too. Okay, so this is the major thing I'm doing today. Kickstarter pledge manager to understand. So we'll use the Kickstarter pledge manager. We'll be taking late pledges. No, that's another thing that Kickstarter has the ability to do now. Internally taking late pledges. I'm thinking I will not do that though, because we're going to be basically ready to go. I mean, all the files are going to be ready once the campaign ends. So I don't think we're going to need to, but I will look at Kickstarter's ability to do that too there. Yeah, but the rule book needs to go on drive-through after that. Mike says, yeah. So actually, the rule book, I think, does. So yeah, those kinds of things. I am not going to try to keep, when I was looking at the screen printing, I'm not going to try to keep stocked medium, large, small, medium, large, and extra large sizes of all those shirts here at the house, and I'm certainly not going to pay warehouse space for them right now or something like that. So I'm not going to try to do anything like that. I'm not going to keep hundreds and hundreds of extra stickers around here. But the rule book, the actual core book, that needs to go on drive-through. That kind of thing is fine. But the things that are actually getting printed, I'm not going to. At present, I don't think I'm going to try to keep a huge stock of them. People comes in for Kickstarter and then goes back out. So campaign, we're only shipping to certain countries that the print on demand can actually just ship to. And that depends on the shirts. So the shirts, I'm probably not going to ship internationally, because I'm shipping here. If you're just getting something that's print on demand from drive-through, then I can queue those up and I can send it to you, because they use printers in different countries. But I believe I put this on here that if you're getting shirts, I might be able to send them to Canada or something like that. But because I'm shipping it all myself, I'm not going to try to run an international shipping operation for this one. Then we'll grow, and we're going to keep growing, and we'll put out and we'll do more stuff. But at the moment, this needs to be done. This needs to get our baseline right here done. And then we do have a graphic that Brianna put together for the whole crew here, so you can see us all here who are part of the Cultists. So there's Brianna, Brennan, and Carol doesn't like to have her face on things, which is fine. But she's the one who designed this is the one who designed the Cultist Coffee and Witch's Brew. Megan and Brennan are married now. They weren't married when we did season 2, but they're married now, and they're on one of the live streams if you want to hear them talk. Megan was our head of costuming. Brennan was our director of photography, editor, and sound mixer. There's Kenna. Adam. So Adam M. Botsford is the one who did the cover. The cover, I really love the cover for the RPG. So Adam M. Botsford, the same guy who did who illustrated Goodnight Sword. And actually that comes up. Should I add Goodnight Sword as an add-on to this? I might do that during, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes during the campaign. And then of course the entire cast right here. So I like that graphic. Join the cult, embrace the chaos, play the game, pledge now, and help summon the Cultists RPG into reality. All right. So that is basically our review of that page. And what we are doing here. Okay, so there's a little bit more to be done with it than I was thinking. I got the video. That's an older video that's up there, but it doesn't mention anything about the Cthulhu ABCs, but I think that's probably okay. I don't really think I need to shoot another video. Other things to be done here. Of course, we'll be working on the book too. I've got the template for that book. You know, I've got also the stills that made all those pages for the Cthulhu ABCs book. Like that one needs to hang around. You know, like I've got the Goodnight Sword here. You know, like that with the rule book. It would be fantastic if eventually we had enough critical mass to be able to go and do offset printing of that, or all of them. I would like to go and have like anything that was hardback offset print. Later, but we're looking for some way to get started and then potentially grow. So we will see. Yeah. So a few adjustments due to time and circumstances, but nothing major, it seems. So, all right. So that's basically it. I am working on. I need to re-edit. I need to finish up that dice giveaway page because I had it, but it doesn't look like it's published. I added some more stuff about the RPG here. I'm going to put out some more stuff about that and tell people if they want that they need to sign up there between now and Wednesday. Because that's a lot of dice. That's a very nice dice, very nice sets of dice that you can't really get anywhere. Some of which you can't really get anywhere anymore. So that's what's happening. I'm excited. I've been feeling good. I've been feeling much better now that the Cultist season 2 has gotten out on the stream. Did we breathe and sip? I don't think we did. So yeah, I'm excited too. So I'm excited that's back out. I'm excited to do this finally, and then also then actually start making forward progress again. I feel like we need. I've been really lacking in forward progress. So getting all of this out, having the success with the Cthulhu ABCs has also really helped morale. you know, because it's nice to know that you can that I could make something that people enjoyed, because it seemed like everything else I made, you know, it hasn't. You know, that's the first thing that's taken fire like that. You know, and I also still think on the Table Talk channel, you know, we haven't done Table Talk in a while because we've been working on other projects like this. But you know, I still think some of those Table Talk discussions that we did over on that channel, I got to find some way to get people on those. Like people also need to be looking at those, like some of those Star Trek discussions that we had and stuff. People that seem like things that people should be listening to, but they are sitting there unlistened. Hey, let's do a breathe and sip in celebration. So let's breathe and sip. I've got water this morning in one of the Witch's Brew mugs. So I just have water, Witch's Brew mug. Let's end with a breathe and sip. And then of course we'll be live on Sunday again. So we'll have Sunday before we launch, and then we'll launch on Wednesday. So, all right, everybody, let's breathe and sip. Let's take 2 deep breaths, deep inhales, then complete exhales, and then take a sip of your favorite beverage this morning. So here we go. Let's breathe. And sip. Oh, I like what Daniel says. Daniel says, Daniel says, and this is a good way I need a note like this. I do have to make stuff faster. I'm going to figure out how to make stuff faster and also get eyeballs on it. But Daniel says, instead of season 3, it should read something like every pledge goes to expanding the current universe to include any and all future projects. I like that because it might be the case even I mean, there are a million reasons why nothing could happen with the season 3, or an indie film or anything like that, or whatever it is. There are a million reasons why the Cultists couldn't happen like that. Including something, including availability of personnel. I mean, there are a million reasons, but it's not like I don't have other things to do. There are many other things to do. And so everything is going on to expanding and going forward. And man, I'm looking forward to that. I mean, this is all I think about all the time. How do I get some type of engine going on over here? Including, I want to do something with the Trial of St. Gabriel. We got that book out. But, that one doesn't have the audio book and stuff like that. And I was thinking about that for this Christmas. And all of a sudden we're here in halfway through July already. It's crazy. Okay, well, here we go. I'm going to get out of here. So I'm going to be working all day. I'm going to try to have an extremely productive day. I hope you will too. I'm going to try to do a better job posting what's going on the Discord server. But like the last 2 days, especially, like I was responding to nothing but everything happening on Facebook, which was fantastic. But there's like tons of stuff going on Facebook. I'm going to sit here and work. My priority is to get everything ready to launch this and get it done. So I'm going to be productive. You go forward, be creative, be constructive. I will see everybody later.